Test your mic real quick. Talk.
Hello, hello, hello.
All
This
right.
is me testing my mic.
Sweet. We're good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another map making Tuesday with Sandwich and myself. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. Today, Sandwich just put it, we're speed running maps. We are speed running maps. For those
To
of you
the
guys that are,
best of our ability.
yeah, for those of you guys that are new here, you can ask us any questions. Majority hopefully about map making and level generation, as that is what we can better explain to you. We're always open to giving opinions about certain things within the game or just about life. Obviously, if it's something that we don't know, we just give you an opinion about it and can't really necessarily give you like an exact answer. So don't ask us about Gunplay 2.0. DDR when?
That's a Kebby question. DDR already exists in the due process universe.
True, true. What's up, Redacted? Sensei, how's it going? Blap? Emmy
Do,
Jane?
do, do, do.
What is going on?
Mm. Do, 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 do. We're gonna finish up this map real quick. Then we'll move on to another kill house.
He's pumping out maps today, folks. We're pumping them.
Got to get the pump. You go to the gym and you feel the pump. If you don't feel the pump, you're not working hard enough.
Cranking the maps out today.
Yeah, I want to try to get 4 done today, so I think it's doable.
By the way, last week we did that courtyard bomb map that everybody wanted to play. It was like a Apollo Purple or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember that one? I played
Yeah.
it. I played it. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I'll be honest. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like looking at it, I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna be a bugger," but it's not terrible.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I try not to think of like a map being defender or attacker oriented.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't know what people are gonna have in their scenario, like in their game, right? Like they might go into it round 1 with all their gear. They might go into it round 3 and have to eco, and like I don't know. That's too much thinking.
That's very true. What's up, Capastrobot? What makes a good map? There you go. That's a question.
Not forgetting any of the main objectives.
Exactly.
In general, though, here I can give you a good example with this map. I don't want that desk. I want this one. I want minimal cover. So when we look at a map, let's say this one. In general, for our game, you're gonna want what we like to refer to as a donut. So this is a really good example because you got the circle in the middle, right? And that's like the middle of the donut, and then you got like this going on. So it's kind of an oblong donut, but you can see that there's a path all the way around the level. Like you don't have any one entrance rooms. I'm probably gonna end up like removing this so you could wall charge in like that. Because there's no other really good wall charge opportunity. I'm also thinking of doing like bomb to lumberyard. But in general, you want to have a circle within a circle. So whether that be like a hallway that would connect club to kitchen, I don't know. But not every map has to have like an interconnectedness to it, like in the middle. But you do want that main circle and then a secondary circle. So you form the donut. And it does seem a bit repetitive when you start to look at all the maps, and it's like, okay, well, every map is like this, but then if you have those one entrance rooms, like let's say uh lockers was a one entrance room, right? So it's like we had like this door here and you could wall charge in, or you could just go in like this, and this door wasn't here. It's like all of a sudden becomes completely irrelevant to the map because why would you ever go in there?
To
So
shower, dude.
yeah, apparently. The other thing is do like a door maybe here instead. Do a door here, and then if you wanted to go up north to the north kitchen for this wall charge spot, you could. But if I do that, it's like you end up with this whole box section up here that's like, defenders can't really play up here. Whereas if I put the door here, which I did, all of a sudden defenders have a couple angles that they can watch from, that aren't amazing, but they do provide a bit more of an option than just like if you put the door here. And then it's like, well, why would a defender ever sit back in this corner? Because they're just going to get trapped. They're going to hold from like here and then they're going to fall back like this. So that's probably what's going to happen anyways, but you can't predict it all the time. So yeah, we're going to remove that guy.
Sensei,
What
our
do I
day,
wanna do?
I can't speak for so much, but my day's been good. It's been normal Tuesday.
Well, my day's been okay. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I have a lot of work to do because I didn't get as much done as I wanted to yesterday. So I got that to look forward to, but it's just going to be a bit of a longer day. And I started my day really late, unfortunately, because I slept in after being up really late. So, but that's all right. That's how it be sometimes.
Do be like that.
It do be like that sometimes. We need a bar. Not the worst thing in the world to happen. I've stayed up later, so just trying to not overthink these maps too much. We need couch. Couches. Come on. Come on.
All the couches.
Nothing floating. Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna overthink reception. What am I gonna do about lockers though? I don't really know what I'm gonna do about lockers. I'll probably just like move one of these over, put a water thing somewhere in the middle, call it good. Do like get that. Go get a little hold going.
Those are always so funny to me that they're in a locker room. They're just like random boxes.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like them, but yeah, thematically they don't make much sense, do they? Then we'll put another shower back here. Make sure I got that one selected. I do. Get rid of this guy.
What's going on, Control?
All right. And now we need the red doors. Put one here. Put one. Man, how am I gonna do this?
One in kitchen. One in.
Oh yeah, lumberyard. It has to be backstage. That's the thing. I think that's fine because like lumberyard's gonna be pretty open. I'm not done with it yet, but if I do like there, the only thing I don't like about this is how restricted it makes defenders. It's like
I put one door. I put one red door in kitchen. Then the lockers is a more playable room for a hold.
yeah. It's just like the only thing that I have wrong with that, and I guess this is overthinking a little bit, but it's like if I put it here, you end up with a very defendable lockers, which is fine, but you're gonna have people just turtling in these back 2 rooms, and they're gonna do barb here and, like, here, and then they're gonna sit like that. Like, maybe, like, 2 people like that, 1 person watching this, and then 2 people in lockers. It's like, you end up with these random 3 rooms that are just irrelevant,
Yeah.
which sometimes it's just like that, but it's the struggle. So I gotta be able to let them get over here a little bit too. I can't let them just like get nuked right off the bat. Yeah, I'm sure I
That's right
could, but
though.
sure I could let them get nuked, but that's no fun. I'm gonna do it like this. Dun, 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 dun.
It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yep. I don't want to. Again, I don't want to overthink it too much, but I do have to give attackers a reasonable walk up IMO. Like, it's fine if you want to spawn peek attackers, whatever. Can't really
Well,
stop it all the time, but
yeah, and what I think is gonna happen most of the time on this is people are gonna wall or send 1 or 2 up a fence with a saber and watch the rotation, and they're just gonna door charge into lockers. Because then they just take 1 flash into lockers and they can clear it out, and they have 1 flash into office with a guy peeking office from outside.
That's gonna be tight. Mm. It's kind of frustrating. Just do that. Yeah, screw it. The only other thing I don't like about this map is like we're kind of breaking the convention of Lumberyard not having a green door.
It's honestly, those are some of the best maps. The ones
Yeah,
where
I
you can
know.
wall
It's
charge
just
in.
it's I don't like breaking our predetermined internal rules for rooms because it's going against our design philosophies and like if we want people to look at a map and be able to be like, yeah, okay, so the green entrance is lumberyard on like 90% of maps, and then the other 10% they look at it and they're like, okay, green entrance is reception and lumberyard's down here and it doesn't have a door. It's like that's not good level design to me, but like in a map like this, it's like, well, what else can you do if like you have 2 rooms that have these rules applied to them, and it's like, okay, well, which one's it gonna be, right? It's like, do you have reception that always is supposed to have glass, or is it lumberyard that's always supposed to have like that big doorway in it? It's tough. It can be tough sometimes. Gonna do of a city. No, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. Call it good. Du- 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 du.
What is that big ass block in backstage?
Huh?
Yeah, that.
It's divider, but it was just a little bit too close. If I turned it like it was like this, and it was just a little bit too close. So I was like, screw it, we're gonna do it diagonal. Throw it for a loop. Not everything has to be straight on, you know?
True, true.
Disorder. Yo, strawberry lemonade is a goated flavor. these a little bit further this way. Yeah, this is looking done. Oh yeah, I need to move this red door. That's right.
What is the server tick rates? I'm not even sure.
Good question.
I'm not even sure.
That is for a technical artist to answer, or a technical dev to answer.
You guys
They're
missed it stream.
actually they're like I think it's been answered before, but it's something like 30, but they're like, what's it called? Interpolated? Is that the word? Where it's like there's like subticks.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a good question.
Yeah, that would be a good question for Tripnell on our Discord. If you just like at him.
Yeah, you guys missed it stream before we started today. Sandwich and I's kind of running joke is that we're like the beer and pretzels kind of stream where we just kind of BS with you guys and hang out and try to answer what we can. Obviously, if it's level related, Sandwich can answer it. But if it's anything else, we're kind of like, we don't have the direct answer to it on certain things. So we're the beer and pretzel stream. And so I said we should start off every stream by having us crack open a cold one.
Cracking a cold one with the boys.
Let's get smashed together and play casual. You can answer anything. Answer this. How's y'all's day? Sandwich.
We already answered that. My day's going okay. I got to bed really late. I have a lot of work to do. So I'm gonna be doing that all day and most of the night. And besides that, I got a lot of maps to make. And that's gonna be my day. Which is fine. I am a map creator, but besides that, it's just, one of those days. But this like way out here.
I spent the majority of my day sifting through the new tile set footage to make marketing content with them. How much consideration do you guys give to putting up wall decorations that block wall charge entries?
None, because it's unintentional. Like when destruction for those objects come back, it won't matter.
Yeah.
It just like sorry if it happens, but I mean, honestly, I'm used to it just not being a thing. So it's like something like the bar back. Normally, like this would get like blown up if you wall charge like this wall. So it wouldn't like me putting a bar wall here isn't intentionally like, hey, don't wall charge this. Like if I don't want you to wall charge it, I'll do something like a fridge on the other side. Like, and even then, I'm pretty sure the fridge might have a script on it to make it blow up. It doesn't. Yeah, so like a fridge wouldn't blow up. I don't think these guys blow up either, but certain things will. So yeah, wall props like this should blow up if it let's see.
Once destruction is fully in.
Yeah. So it doesn't have the thing on it right now. But like this is something that would normally blow up. But yeah, destruction is not in yet, so it is not here. Gay shoes, those are cool. I'm about to make girls standing next to me.
The window barricades on certain maps is to provide like a little extra cover. Usually Sandwich will place them in spots like, for example, if like let's take for example this map on lumber. If you had to place like those 3 high barricades, you might just put one that has a window there, just because there's no real thought process to it, I don't think.
Yeah, like the main reason for using those Is if there's a door that can be kicked. So, like, let's say that I was confined to putting truck like very close to red door. Like it had to be like here. Uh if it had to be here, I could cut off like that. So you couldn't just run out at reception and just like look at truck. And then I'd probably put like a window like this. So you could see if someone had kicked the red door. That's why I do that. And that's also so that people have to go out and about, so it's like they can't just run out and, like, do they can't just do this, right? They have to go out further, which the UAV will probably kill them about here, and, like, sure, they could just run out and throw a Molotov, like, up and over and land it, like, here, but, that's not really something I consider. 'Cause it's like, I can't stop that from happening. I don't have the coding knowledge to make a trophy system, so and then sometimes they're just kinda funny, where it's like you can just, like, taunt the enemies or get some intel with them, and when they happen, and, I don't put too much thought into it besides that. Sometimes things just happen because 'cause they're kinda funny. That's fine by me. My telescope.
Chili, the thin, thick, and very thick glass in the game isn't actually in right now, I don't believe.
Nope. Nah, so that's gonna get changed when we redo the NPE. Thin, thick glass. The thing is, that's supposed to just indicate wall thickness. It's not supposed to be like, hey, you can shoot through this kind of glass. It's supposed to be so you can test out what weapons can penetrate what, like which different wall thicknesses. But there's a couple problems with that. And the first one is the most obvious of like, there's only two types of glass, which is penetrable and impenetrable. So, having thin, thick, whatever, very thick glass is like that's not in the game. Uh, and then the other problem is it doesn't actually tell you what walls are thin, thick, very thick. So you just end up with this weird concept of like what walls are what, and you have to go and ask the Discord, and yeah, it's just kind of awkward overall.
Basically, the only glass variation right now is the tellers are bulletproof or ballistic.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything else you can run through and shoot through.
There's some other there's some other instances of bulletproof glass, but yeah, for the most part, it's just tellers. Like we use bulletproof glass very sparingly. Generally, when I'm trying something, I'll use it. Like I used it on a C store, uh, in a drop down section because I thought it'd be funny, and it kind of is. So yeah, when training gets reworked, we'll look at that, and I have a couple ideas of how to properly set that up so it's not. God, this kitchen label just doesn't have a good to go. I have a couple different ideas of how to properly fix it and like direct players to which is which. But a lot of it also just comes down to having a playground. If you've ever played like Apex, you in like their firing range, like they have pretty much a full on firing range that just lets you play with every game mechanic uh in your own time, and that's what we want for the shooting range of like having targets that you can shoot at, and then also all of the different mechanics that are in the game that you can just test out. But then we also need things like a tutorial gauntlet, which we I guess technically do have one, but it needs to get looked at and revamped to accommodate for all of the other game mechanics. But it also needs to be short enough to where people don't like have their eyes glaze over and it's like a 5 minute tutorial, because that's no fun. So it's a weird balance that we need to hit, and it's a lot harder to do than it seems. Icky
Thank you.
gens, icky gens. Dude, I have some like swelling below my eye, and it's bugging me a lot. Oh, I can like see it just the littlest bit, like on the edge of my vision. It's so annoying. Come on, Jed. Come on. Yeah, so here's one that the level gen decided to spit out that's actually okay. We're gonna we're gonna do the proper way level gen, which is having a green door or a entrance in lumberyard that's the free entrance. Hmm. Do, 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 do. Room pass. Time to wait. How's everyone in chat's day going? How are you, chat? I gotta pull up chat so I can
The
actually see
bomb
what you're
back
saying.
of club.
What, just in the corner?
Yeah, just in the corner, just chilling.
You just vibing. I'll probably end up putting it in lockers. Do lockers and then doorway and kitchen office up here. If it crashed through lumber, yeah, like
That'd be a new asset, though, wouldn't it? Because they'd have to go through our.
no, we could fake it. It's just if if we do that, we'd have to make it so that defenders can't access lumberyard. So defenders would be restricted to this weird U shape. That's the big problem there. I know Axum has done that with a factory before, like way back when, where the truck was smushed up against one of the dock doors, and you started as an attacker entering in. It was like, let's say truck is here, and this was like the dock door, and then there was a big wall that divided the level like this, and the further you went, it was like green was up here, and it was basically just like a catwalk uh that you had to essentially jump off of. Like that was the free entrance, but then there's also like a red door here and a red door here, so you could choose where you wanted to exit. uh so that's like the closest that's ever come. But yeah, otherwise you just have to cut off defenders from accessing part of a map, and it's really hard to do on Kill House. Pretty much only works on factory because factory's so big that you can cut off a section and it doesn't feel like uber cramped. Oh, poster done. I don't know what happened to my timer. It normally has a timer down here, and it's giving me this weird error now. Like it's like an error box now, and I don't know. I don't know why. Ghost keyhole. I feel glorious, glorious. Center. It's actually a pretty small kill house too. Do truck over here. Um. Oh, this is kind of difficult. I wanted to put bomb here. We'll just leave that there for now. Yeah, we'll do the grab the backstage conversion. Boo.
Sandbags here, sandbags there, sandbags everywhere.
Yep. I can't make it too good to hold back here. That's the big problem, is like it needs to still be takeable. Uh so I can't do really more than this sandbag, which is fine, but I do have to be a little considerate to attackers. Can't just make it, you know, Can't just make it so powerful that attackers can just get turtled. Like as much as we all hate attackers, they do have hearts and souls as well. So what I'm thinking is doing like this up here. You get up there. So there's a couple different things we could do with this for red doors as well. Gotta get my replace. I'll get rid of these two. Replace this guy. Boop, ba, bada, bing, bada, boom. So there's a couple different things we could do here for uh the lumber yard. So for red doors, we've done this before, or I've done this before, where it's like you have a lumberyard and then you do a red door going in. So it's like you have to go in the lumberyard and then take the red door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that's gonna be what I do here, but I'm gonna do it with two red doors instead of just one.
Yep.
So
Let's
it's
do
like
it.
if you don't hold lumberyard, it's gonna be painful. The only problem that I'm foreseeing with this is it's going to be really, really annoying uh as an attacker because they can just flank you from so many different angles. Like they can come in through here. If you go in through this one, they can come in through this one, and it's like, oh my goodness, same thing for the other side. And I don't want lumberyard to be a nexus room. That's not going to be a design intention for this map. Even though those are kind of fun, it's very confusing as well. So I got to figure out how to do that real quick. Maybe you do like Maybe do a red door on the club side and then make kitchen come out further. So grab. Da, da, da.
Sandwich. What is your go-to sandwich? Totally did not see that message.
Pastrami on rye.
I'm gonna make that a command.
Yeah, if I can't get that or it's not accessible, I will eat a grilled cheese. Recently we haven't had an easy way to make either of those though at my house, so I've just been having ham sandwiches, and those are pretty good. Can't go wrong with that. I mean, honestly, due to anything, like any type of sandwich is pretty good as long as it's got like some type of meat on it. I don't like sandwiches that are like a veggie sandwich.
How did you ever come up with your name as Sandwich?
Way back on Xbox Live, uh I had a couple different usernames like back in like the Modern Warfare 2 days. Uh I ended up just trying to change my name at one point. I don't remember why. It was just I wanted to change my name from what it was. And uh I think a real sandwich was just one of the recommendations, and I was like, "Hey, that sounds good."
And
So,
here we
yep,
are.
yep, and here we are. Oh yeah, it was originally Irish sandwich. That's what it was. Uh, because my family has Irish history, and I was like, "Hey, that's kind of cheeky. I'm going to be the Irish sandwich," and then it turned from that to a real sandwich because I wanted to change my name again at one point, and I think I actually changed it on Xbox, and then I changed when I transferred over to PC when I was like 16, 17, and I just started a PC game really hard. I just was like, yeah, I'm just gonna make it my name a real sandwich, and it's just kind of stuck ever since. So and people seem to get a kick out of seeing my name, so if it makes people smile, I'll stick around with it. Backstage. What's everyone else's favorite sandwich? I've seen a lot of conflicting answers all the time on this too. And people are like, I like this. I like XYZ sandwich.
See, I think for me, it's like I don't like making my own sandwich. I like to go like Subway and get a sandwich.
Oh man. Not even like Potbelly.
I've never had Potbelly.
Like basically anything that isn't Subway is good. Subway is Subway is like you don't have any other option.
See, and
And
I absolutely love Subway. Like I
I
could eat
can't
Subway
deal,
every
dude.
day.
Nah, no, no. I can't deal with Subway.
Steak and
It's
cheese.
just
Chill eater is a man of my culture. Steak and cheese or meatballs.
yeah, the Subway has always been sus to me of like, their sandwiches are fine if you're on like a road trip, but I wouldn't intentionally go to Subway like anymore at least.
This is
Uh,
blasphemy.
it's blasphemy. This is madness.
I won't stand for this kind of ridicule against Subway.
Well, you're gonna have to. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about Subway that I'm not super thrilled about.
I do like Jersey Mike's though.
Jersey Mike's is like
I
the
get
proper sandwich, dude.
their big Kahuna sandwich. It's like a big steak and cheese. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, yeah, their hot sandwiches are really good. I like getting their Club Supreme Mike's Way with no tomatoes. It's like my go-to from them. Dude, I don't know why like every sandwich has to have tomatoes on it. Like just leave them off. Like it doesn't need to have tomatoes on the sandwich. It's really not that hard. Don't put them on. It's like you got so much other stuff on a sandwich that's fine, and then you put a tomato on there, like tomato slice. It's like, if you like tomato slices, no offense, but I'm not a fan of tomato, raw tomato at least. Like cooked tomato, that's good. That's the good stuff. But raw tomato is just like, I can't eat it. The other reason that sandwiches are really good is because like literally anyone can make a good sandwich. Like you can smorgasbord a sandwich and it will be good. Like it is not hard to make a sandwich.
I mean, grilled cheese is good. I love grilled cheese, but I have to have tomato soup with it.
True. Yeah. Like grilled cheese by itself can be good if it's like a proper grilled cheese where it's got, like all the fixins on it and it's
Yeah.
like made really well and whatnot. But yeah, I'd have to agree. It's a lot better with like at least some type of soup, preferably tomato soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I know it's
I'm right there with
crazy.
you.
So when I was younger, my grandpa, he used to make tomato soup, and he'd take like a piece of like bologna, right, and rip into little pieces and put it in his tomato soup, and that's how he would eat his tomato soup with like ham or bologna or like anything like that, just sitting in his soup, like, and it's so weird because I look back at it now, I'm like, what in the hell? Like it's just weird, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, people gonna do what they're gonna do. Oh man, club needs a bar. Ooh, I know. Da.
Used to dump cheese into my tomato soup. I've done that. I've taken like pieces of
Yeah,
cheese and like thrown it in, and then it just melts into a goopy kind of mess. But like, so do you ever have you ever had chili?
chili is so good.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you put crackers in, or like those little tortilla chips in your chili? And
Uh, um, like I have in the past, but honestly, I would rather just like take tortilla slices and like strip them into eighths and then just use them like little taco shells essentially, and just like scoop chili into those, and then I just like eat
Okay.
it like a taco, you know?
Because for me, I have to like my chili starts as like a thick soup and it turns into a paste where I'm like
Yeah.
more crackers, more cheese. Let's
More
let's
cheese.
let's let's get this thing. I'm gonna repair the drywall with this. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm right there with you for cheese. Love me some like some good blend cheese, some like
Yes.
Kirkland brand blend cheese. They
Yep.
call it Mexican blend, but I don't trust that. It just I don't know why, because it's just for cheese. Like that's what it is.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's called Mexican blend. It's like, okay, buddy.
I'm a big
Yeah,
fan of the old.
Parmesan.
I'm a big fan of the old PB and J's though. Can't really go wrong with a good PB and J.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If you do PB and J though, and you don't toast the bread, like that's just sacrilege in my mind.
What
Because
flavor
it's like,
jelly? I don't need.
I like raspberry jam.
For me, it doesn't even matter. The peanut butter is the go-to for me. I like peanut butter a lot, so
Yeah, peanut butter's pretty good.
like at night, I'll always make a couple pieces of peanut butter toast.
Yeah, I like peanut butter, but I can't eat it all the time. Like I don't know. It's like I get like very picky with what I'll eat. Like I'll eat something for like 2 weeks straight, and then I'll just like lose all interest in eating it.
All right, so here's the next question: creamy or chunky peanut butter?
I like creamy because
See,
it's easier to spread.
and I switched up. I used to be a chunky type of guy. I'd be like, oh yeah, so big old chunky peanut butter, right?
Hmm.
And I switched up to the creamy, and you are right. Like it's a night and day difference.
Yeah, like nothing against chunky peanut butter, like it has a time and place, but I just it's so hard to spread on bread. Like you end up tearing the bread and like there's chunks of peanut everywhere and like whatever. Now, the only time I will intentionally like chunky peanut butter is when my mother will make they're like it's a called a peanut butter ball, and it's just literally like a ball of Rice Krispie chunky peanut butter, not like super chunky, but like a little bit of chunky peanut butter, and then you dip it in like chocolate, and those are the best. They're so good. Like I will get sick eating those from eating so many, and it's worth literally every time. It's so good. What about you? What kind of jam or jelly do you like normally have? Because normally I'll have like raspberry or I switch it up occasionally with strawberry, but I prefer raspberry.
It does not matter to me one bit. I'm there for the peanut butter, not so much the jelly.
Gotcha.
I think the wife likes jam more than jelly, so she'll buy like farmer grown like organic stuff or whatever. Like she'll do like home. She'll buy like the farmer's market type, and I'm just like, it don't matter to me.
Yeah, you're like the Mr. Incredibles. Jam is jam.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it doesn't. It's so funny because I mean, for the most part, we try to eat pretty healthy, especially the wife. Um, and it gets irritating sometimes because it's like, man, I just want like just some
I just want
greasy. I
sugar.
just want some greasy ass like sugary food, and we never have any in our house. And so like with the jam versus jelly thing, it's just like, tastes the same to me either way. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
Favorite ice cream? Ooh,
Oh, that's a tough one. Ice cream's something that's so like what's the word? It's up to the person. It really is, cause like
are we talking like a Dairy Queen Blizzard or a McFlurry or just like plain old
yeah.
flavor of ice cream? Because if like we're hitting the DQ up, I'm getting an M&M Blizzard. We're hitting the the McDonald's line, getting an Oreo McFlurry. I used to be kind of on that cookie dough blizzard grind back in my younger days, and then I realized that they're just too sweet for me.
Yeah, they make my jaw hurt
Yeah.
whenever I like try to eat them. Like I have been eating a lot less sugar recently, like in the last like year. And in general, like I'll still eat like Oreos and whatnot. So I'm definitely not like I'm not a patron saint of non-processed sugar, but like when you stop eating it like regularly, you do notice that like your mood changes and whatnot, like a lot less or a lot less drastically if you don't have processed food in you, which is nice.
Yeah.
Um, Dude, that's just a hard question in general though, because like I don't know. I mean, I'd honestly just go with like vanilla bean, just because it's so
Oh, that
like
is a good one. Yeah.
basic. Yeah, like if I'm having ice cream, like I don't like having like chocolate ice cream because I could get that with vanilla ice cream with like syrup, right? Like vanilla is such a like an all-around flavor killer that you just want to have the vanilla ice cream. Like I used to like rainbow sorbet a lot though. Like that was like my go-to for a really long time. Uh which is kind of a weird flavor now that I think about it, because it's like 3 or 4 flavors in one, but I mean, you get like 3 or 4 different types of ice cream in one, so I mean, yeah, vanilla is the canvas, exactly. Like you could put anything you want on like a vanilla ice cream bowl and it'll be good, for the most part.
I'm gonna switch my answer up. Homemade ice cream. And I don't know if anybody in the chats ever really had it, but like being from the Midwest, homemade ice cream was like the thing in the winter. Get the old ice cream machine out, you set it out in the snowbank, you're making your homemade ice cream. Oh,
Mm, yeah, this is looking done. Let's make sure that there's no like random things blocking doors. Roof on. Do do. No like super egregious floaters. Hopefully, didn't do this on the last map, so I think the last map's gonna have some floaters, but can yoink one of these bad boys over here. Not that way. This way.
ice cream sandwiches. What's your opinions on them?
They're not even ice cream.
I've had I've had like regular ones like you see, but then I've had the big old chunk and like cheeseburger M&M looking ones, where like you bite
Yeah.
into it, and it's like eating a cheeseburger. It was like 3 inches of ice cream with 2 cookies on either side.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I don't really view that stuff as like ice cream. I don't think it's even considered ice cream by like FDA standards. But I'm also really spoiled being up here because like we get like Tillamook cheese and ice cream, so it's like anything less than the quality of Tillamook is like bad to me. So map generation will improve to the point where it can be fully automated for the weekly map changes. Nope. Hopefully we can get it to that point, but it will take so much work to get it to that point. Like it's always going to have someone to look over it at least, but that's the goal, is like if we can get it to the point where we just have to look at the map and be like tick box yes or tick box no. Oh man, dude, that'd be the dream. But that requires a hell of a lot of work. Yeah, dude.
Tillamook? What the hell is Tillamook?
Tillamook. It's so Tillamook is like a dairy company. They do like cheese and ice cream. Uh and there's just something about their ice cream that's really good. And they're based in Portland, I believe. So like if you live in the Pacific Northwest, like Oregon, California, uh Tillamook is like your go-to for like cheese and whatnot, and it's pretty cheap. Like it's just as cheap as like other brands. But if you go to like the East Coast, it's really expensive. Tillamook, Oregon, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, dude, like their cheese is really, really good. Like I don't like non-Tillamook cheese because it's just processed, you know, garbage essentially. Horrible. Like every time I see those like individual cheese packets, I just like grimace. It's ugh, ugh. I mean, pizza's a subjective term. Like pizza is whatever you decide to put on pizza dough. I can have opinions about pizza that other people are not gonna like, and that's fine. I don't like deep dish, for instance. Like, I am a patron saint of thin crust New York style pizza. I don't like deep dish, period. But I mean, if it's what they got, I'll eat it. It's just if I have a choice between deep dish and thin crust, I'm going thin crust 100% of the time.
I mean, barbecue chicken or buffalo chicken though. Life's many mysteries, or chicken Alfredo.
I mean, pepperoni, like
Oh man, you're a
pep all
plain
the way.
Jane.
Yep.
Oh,
Like
pineapple on pizza, 100%,
no,
100%.
y'all can keep your pineapple on the pizza. It's more for you, less for me. I don't fucks with that. Not in the slightest. The only time, okay, I have enjoyed pineapple on pizza one time, and it was with jalapeno. It's pineapple and jalapeno pizza because they cancel each other out. Like I can't do it any other way, and
Fresh
I never
pineapple.
have.
When he said fresh pineapple, it reminded me back when I was in high school. I used to work at a grocery store and used to work in the produce side. And when pineapples would get like past, they weren't like overripe, but they were to the point where people wouldn't buy them because they looked overripe.
Yeah,
So we
those are
take
the
them
best though.
yeah, we take them to the back and we just start cutting them up and we'd eat them, and they were so
Mhm.
good.
Yeah, those are the best. It's the same with mangoes. People think that like a kind of like squishy mango is like bad, and it's like no, dude. I'd rather have a squishy mango that day than like
Yeah.
waiting for a mango to ripen for a week and then missing the like prime ripeness.
Yep.
Now things like strawberries should be like strawberry or blueberries or raspberries, blackberries, like any of those should be like they're pretty normal. But yeah, any of the fruits that, like, have to be ripe to eat or even bananas, like, bananas, I think, are one of the weird ones because it's like,
The
you
heck?
can pretty much eat them whenever, right? Like, and they'll be good because it's a banana.
This man Daya's got a mango tree? He ain't
I
sent us no
am
mangoes?
jealous. I'm so jealous.
Weirdest pizza combo you have seen?
Oh, man, I'm gonna see if I can find the video.
I mean, I think anybody that eats anchovies on pizza is a weirdo, but that's just me.
Here you go. If you want a video to watch about a horrible pizza, look up this video. This video is literally like, oh my god. Let's see what he puts on the pizza real quick.
Yeah, now we just gotta watch it.
So yeah, I don't know what kind of sauce this is. He puts some weird stuff on it,
That's
right?
like shredded chicken.
And then he puts normal corn, just plain corn on it. Cooks it, doesn't cook it very well. And then my favorite part, like it looks all right if it wasn't for the corn, right? Cuts it up.
Why
It's
does it
very
look like a
undercooked.
soup?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then here's my favorite part.
No.
3 whole olives, baby.
And then he holds it up all surprised. He's like, "Yeah."
I love it,
He holds it up like it's a masterpiece.
dude. Oh my god, what is this map? But yeah, that's the it's just that video is just oh my god, it's a roller coaster from start to finish.
I was excited, man. I was like, well, corn might not be bad on pizza, low key. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, 3 whole olives, baby.
He
Let's
tosses the three
go.
olives.
I love the like little like the chef putting the olives on. He's like boom, boom, boom.
He looked like Salt Bay sprinkling olives
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, that's the weirdest pizza I've ever
It
seen.
was all part of the master plan. The three
Yeah, the
olives.
flourish. Oh man.
This is the kind of content you get when you come to Tuesday map making streams.
Prime pizza content.
Prime pizza content and food talk. That's what we're gonna
Honestly,
rename it
though,
to.
like the best kind of pizzas are the ones you make at home because you can bake them however you want. You make them however you want. You can put whatever you want on it. No one's judging. They're pretty cheap because it's pizza, right? Those are the best. Like if you haven't ever made pizza or like pizza dough, it's really easy. It just takes a little bit of time. Like just make it the day before. It's really good. I would highly recommend it. Like just do it. If you have the means to do it, do it. And it's fun, it's messy, it's a good like bonding experience if you do it with someone else. You learn a lot about like pizza in general and like how it's made. So 10/10
Sounds like you're
would
trying to
recommend.
ask the whole chat out on a date to make pizzas.
Honestly, yeah, dude, I'd be down to do like a cooking stream and just like make random food and like give it to people. I've thought about doing that before. That's Reception, Breezeway, Lumberyard, Airlock, Vault. Hmm. Possibility of burning it, dude. Like if your pizza doesn't look burnt on the bottom, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Like you need to burn the bottom a little bit. You got to get that char. That's where all the flavor comes from. Otherwise, you end up with that pizza that's raw. It's like Gordon Ramsay. It's raw. Look at the salmon. It's raw. It's pink.
We're abandoning the map making streams and we're just doing cooking streams on Tuesdays. We'll have a small window in the upper right corner of the level gen.
Yeah.
The rest is just cooking. So like while it's baking, we'll be making maps.
Yep. Yeah. Like I would genuinely do a cooking stream if I wasn't always just tired, like because I feel like that's the only way I would ever make food during quarantine, dude. I've lost all motivation on to be honest with you, chat. Like my motivation level is in the negatives right now. Like I pretty much have motivation to do work and that's about it. Cause like all my friends are where I used to live. It's too cold to go biking. I can't go climbing because of quarantine. Like all of the stuff that I would normally do besides play video games and work are like non-viable right now, and it sucks. And obviously a lot of people have it worse, but man,
I think that's
I'm
everybody
ready
right
for it to
now.
end. Yeah.
I think
I
that's
don't even want to
everybody.
party. I just want to hang out with like one or two of my friends, and I can't even really do that because like I want to like wait 2 weeks between hanging out with people to be safe. And uh, with shots rolling out, like the COVID shots, it's like everyone is looking forward to getting back to a real life
Yeah.
or the quote normal. And again, like a lot of people have it worse. I don't want it to be like, hey, I'm just complaining because I can't go to the bars. It's like obviously people have lost loved ones and a lot of people's lives have changed for the worse. uh so I mean if you can donate a couple bucks to a food bank or like go out and do some community service right now, like it would mean more than to do that at this point in like time. Yeah. Honestly, Plague, yeah, same. Like sometimes I'll get up and I'll just like I want to play games, but I'll just sit there and like not play games because I'm like I'll load up Tarkov or like do process and I'll play like one round or one raid and I'm just like, dude, I'm not even like not having fun. I'm just kind of bored. Like
Well, it's just that everybody right now has been in this lull where they haven't been so. I mean, you know damn well, bro. When everybody gets to go back and do what they want to do, everybody's gonna be so socially awkward just because they haven't been around people for so long.
totally. Oh my
It's gonna be
god.
so awkward. Like I know every state is different. I'm in North Dakota where they're way more relaxed on like the bars, the restaurants, like that type of deal. Like you just have to wear a mask to go in. Then once you're in, it's like, oh yeah, COVID's not a thing anymore, which is
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, it's horrible.
But it's like I like we went out to eat for my birthday, and it was just funny people watching because everybody's so awkward because everybody sits like most people are working from home, so they work from home and they maybe talk to their significant other and that's it. And then when they go out like for dinner, if they go out to have a drink with a friend or whatever, it's just so awkward because they're most people are just so socially like inept to create a conversation now because they just don't know what to talk about. They're like, "So what have you been up to?" You know?
Yeah, I definitely feel that, and I feel it, chat. Like people are too clingy. I've definitely been like really clingy with a couple of my friends
Yeah,
that are like, luckily, like they are also kind of like that. Like I got some friends that are a lot more social, and they help me be more social. Which is really nice when you got friends like that, because like some of us are definitely a lot less social inclined because of either our personalities or just like things that have happened in life beforehand.
yeah.
So having those friends is like, dude, they're godsends. Anyone who's an extrovert in chat, like you and OG, we appreciate you. Introverts, you're also appreciated. Just
That's yeah,
you
that's
keep doing your normal thing, like you're fine.
yeah. It's just like everybody's saying, like Florida and Texas, people just don't care. It's the
Yep.
same in North Dakota, man. It's just it was serious for a while when cases were on the rise, and then they went down, and it was just like, oh yeah, COVID's no longer a thing.
Yeah, that sucks. Where I used to live, which was Bellingham, in like the main city of Bellingham, it's like people treat it uh pretty serious. Not a lot of people are trying to cause trouble or like intentionally walking around without a mask from what I heard. And then like if you go to where I used to work, which was literally like 15 minutes drive north, all of a sudden it's like it doesn't exist
Yeah,
anymore. It's like COVID just is like a weird concept to
yeah,
them. It's like you see everyone walking around without a mask, and like
yeah,
they give you like weird looks and stuff, and it's just, oh my god.
yeah. I can't wait to just go back to normal, or
Yeah.
somewhat normal. Where I mean, I know this last summer I spent most of my time just out fishing because it was the one thing where like if you stay cooped up all the time, you're gonna drive yourself stir crazy. And so fishing for me was like, all right, I'm gonna go out and do something that's not sit at my computer. But it's just crazy to think that how many people are going to be like having to recuperate and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, chat's all you're all my friends, chat. You just got to keep that in mind that, I do this for a living. Please don't get clingy.
Well, I think that's a big thing too, even with you see a lot with AAA studios where they talk about COVID has just been rough. I think it applies even to with our studio is that with COVID, you think, oh, it gives people much more time to get the stuff done. But you also have to
No.
realize like mental health is a huge thing.
Yep.
And that's what a lot of the development team might struggle with is like, you're sitting there at home for all day and maybe like Sando said, he only likes to work now or because he can't even go see his friends and stuff. Mental health is huge. So some stuff might be taking longer because it is people needing to take a break just to take care of themselves and stuff like that. I mean, you saw that with, um, I know Activision, the lead designer studio or whatever, put something out where he was like, COVID was really rough because a lot of their team just needs breaks just to recuperate and not drive themselves crazy.
Yeah, and like working from home is both a blessing and a curse, because like there is something to be said for how motivated you are when you're actually in an office and working, as opposed to at the computer that you normally play games at. And like you'd think like, hey, you could get more work done because, you know, you don't have travel times or commuting or anything like that. Like, you save money because you don't have to pay for parking or gas, and it's like, yeah, sure, but, you know, again, I also sit at this computer almost 12 hours a day at this point to, like, not only have the 8 hours of work that I do, but
Mm-hmm.
also the supposedly 8 hours of social life I'm supposed to have because it's, like, the only way I can talk to my friends. So it's
Yep.
like it's hard for everyone, and, you know, honestly, everyone's just ready for it to be over, but, uh, the worst part is those people that don't treat it seriously, and then they're the ones that are the loudest about, "Hey, well, they can't tell us to wear a mask because of my rights," and it's like, "Dude,
Right.
come
Yeah.
on, man." Like, if masks never got, politicized and it was just, "Hey, wear one because some people have autoimmune disorders and, or, like, heart problems or lung," like, literally any sort of health problem, and you wearing your mask helps them not die, and they just wore a mask, like, we'd be done by now, and we made a lot of mistakes along the way that are pretty damn obvious.
Yeah. But yeah, Chad, if you guys take care of yourselves during this crazy time, I mean, we can see the light at the end of the tunnel a little bit with the vaccines now, but don't take your mental health for granted.
We actually had a post put out today,
Mm-hmm.
uh, about that, of like, you know, mental health is important, guys. So, yeah, like, I honestly cannot wait for the gym to open back up. That's something that, like, I've been struggling a lot with is, like, I've lost about 15 pounds from when I moved down here because, like, I got a lot less active and then COVID hit, and I haven't been able to go climbing. And so, like, my only solace has been biking, and it's the weather's been really bad for it. And the friend that I would normally go biking with, lives up in Bellingham. So, like, when we visit, we'll go biking together. But, like, other than that, it's like I'm so unmotivated to go biking like all the time. And I'd love to because the trails we have around here are like honestly some of the best in the world. We have some of the best mountain biking in the world, in the Pacific Northwest, and it's honestly beautiful. It's a great exercise, and you meet a lot of like really cool people. But it's so hard to get out there and do it by yourself because it's almost a pseudo social activity where like you want to go and do it with someone even though you're
Yeah.
kind of doing it by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, seeing people unmasked, like, in a store pisses me off so hard. Like, I don't even wanna go to restaurants, which, I mean, I do want to, but I don't want to because of that, is, like, I'm so paranoid about getting any form of sickness, even slightly related to that, and, like, passing it to people unintentionally. Like, a lot of my friends are uh, like asthmatic or something similar, and if they get it, they're just like done. So yeah,
This is a top two map. I don't think we talked once about the map.
yeah. I'm just kind of like
We're
trying to
just
figure out what I want to do with this backstage because it's like it's just kind of back there, you know. I kind of want to put a door here, but then it's like there's a door leading into office, but I want bomb to be an office, and I don't really know what I want from this map. It's kind of annoying, and I still need to figure out where red doors are gonna be. 'Cause I guess I could put a door in backstage instead, but then you end up with this separate section that I really want to be the door. Because it's like you could rush lumberyard and go in like that. I might do, like, a red door back here or something, but yeah, dude, this little section, just, like, this little section right here, I'm trying to figure out. Red door top of kitchen? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because then it's a room away, but, oh, man, it's so hard. Should I put a door here, chat? What should I do? Help me out.
red door bottom left club, red door top brick house kitchen.
Yeah, I'm here. I'll do this so we can get this out of the way. We'll do cool. There you go. There's your red doors. What should I do with this section, chat? Should I put a door there? Should I put a window there? Maybe interior window. Double swing door? No, I can only do that in kitchen, and there's already 2 of them on this map.
Full body window.
Full body window? Like a bulletproof window plague?
Just put tellers in there.
Yeah, it just becomes tellers. Screw
Just
it.
tellers. Put you in the game.
Q Thanos, I don't even know who you are.
That's literally what I was thinking, dude.
Just a tall window?
Oh, well, like you did on some of the kiosks, the thin, tall ones. I think he's what he's talking about.
Oh. Yeah?
I think you have them in some of the courtyards.
Yeah. Only we can have the DDR. We can make a kill house or a C store. It's not going to be one with fridges because I'm on a different branch to hide some secret work in progress stuff. But yeah, so you're talking about so like the only thing that I have a problem with is these are supposed to be interior walls. So it's like if I put an exterior thing here, it's not really solving the issue.
But like, what if you see that empty
We'll do
space
this. We'll do
between
this.
lumber and office and kitchen? What if you had the tall windows there so you could look at bomb from kitchen, so kitchen becomes an important holding point?
You'd end up with this.
Yeah, perfect.
People just
Perfect.
getting nuked as soon as they come in. So I'd have to block off that sight line, and
Oh,
it's easier
no.
to just not do that.
Not my attackers.
This is already looking like a solid map. I'm just confused about what to do here because, like, I don't really want to do an interior window, but it's like, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world to just have a backstage that's just kind of there. It just seems a bit redundant to me personally. Is what it is.
What if you did one of them little crouch holes we had to crouch through to get there?
Yeah, that was my other thought, but I don't want you to be able to go around and just bypass bomb completely. Like here's the problem is like you have this route. Here, in fact, we'll do it the optimal route. We'll do this. Right. So you already have this weird circle going on, which is fine with entrances here, here, and here. But if I put another entrance here, it's like all of a sudden you're adding an additional route. Not the worst thing in the world, but it feels weird to me to do that because then it's like, well, why even have this door when you could just do this one? So plus, like, I don't really have a good way to mark those doors. Like, we can take a look at them. I think they're called stage something. Yeah, these guys. So these are the old windows for stage. And these would be the windows that we'd have to use. It's just you're combining 2 rooms that really shouldn't be combined if you do that, and that's a problem. It needs to be separated by a door, and I don't bulletproof window there? Yeah, that's kinda what I'm thinking. So that's info. I think that'd be a bit better, honestly. I'll remove this so you can wall bang it too. Yeah, screw it. We're just gonna do an interior bulletproof window here and here. Screw it, we're doing it live. There we go.
What are the plans about cosmetics? Neither one of us would really know.
Yeah, from what I've heard, they're happening eventually. When we have time, but I mean, it's soon TM, dude. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's a little weird, but you know, it does also differentiate the map a bit. Call box.
Sonny bro, if you haven't check out our YouTube channel. I think 2 weeks back, our creative director Bard sat down with Pion, one of the community managers, to discuss cosmetics. It's all time stamped. You can watch that, and you'll get a better understanding of what's to come.
You know, no, we're just gonna leave it like that. I think that's fine. All right, how's this looking, chat? I want to do some more to lumberyard, but how's this looking so far? Wall charge, a wall with sinks on the other side. What's the sinks? Would the sinks prevent you from running in? Yeah,
Yes, you
they
have to
would.
crouch.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Pure Bullet. It's on the roadmap, I think, is like ranked overhaul. The ranked overhaul picture has some form of XP on it. So, I mean, you'd probably see progression in that update whenever that happens. If I had to guess, I honestly don't know.
Yeah, you can crouch under it, Sensei.
Yeah, you might be able to do the same thing with the is there one in this map with the whiteboards? You might be able to crouch under those too if you like crouch and look down so your character model is like this as you're going forward. But I'm unsure about that. It might just be screwed for that. I know that you can't crouch under the bar back. You might even just be able to face through the whiteboard. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure about that. I'm not sure if it like has a blocker on it or if it's just a hitbox. All right. I gotta figure out what the heck I'm doing with lumberyard. We're gonna make it simple because I've spent a little bit too much time on this map. I need to get one more done at least. So we're gonna speed run a C store real quick. Oh, we're gonna get this guy instead. And we're gonna regrab you. A container. Yeah, it might be, but the thing with lumberyard is like if you add containers, you're neutering the room for the sake of attackers getting up there. Uh, and I've done it in the past, but it was more of like a complication of the specific map, other than a level design like philosophy decision. That's not that was a poor way of wording it, but um, I would rather add wood on the inside that relates to the room than add uh a container on the outside. Like a container on the outside should be reserved for something like this where it's like I don't want you looking out that door at the back of truck. So I'm going to put a container here. In fact, I'll put a couple. Be like that so
Thick
you can't
boys.
um hmm. Like I want people to be able to hold lumberyard. It's just how do we want them to hold it? Where are the
Yeah,
angles here?
yeah, Sensei. That Apollo purple map we made last week. You can climb on top of the map, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna get nuked. Don't you worry. Very unintentional.
Was it for you, you meddling kids?
Yeah. You meddling parkourists and your stupid jumps. Um, this. Yeah, I'd rather do something like that because then you can look in down this lane. And I might want to block off more. Yeah, I'm gonna block off more of this.
Blame feed.
No, it's. I mean, it's my fault, but like, it was bound to happen at one point or another. It happened on a courtyard as well. I don't remember the specific map, but it happened on that as well. Which, granted, was also my fault. So blame Sando, Badman. I need to be careful of these two. The littlest of pixel peaks. Yep, Sando Badman, dude. Pepe hands, why? These are on the ground. Oh, they're not. Nice. Okay. Can you see where? Can.
Santa's the bad man.
Yep. Yes, sir. Okay, cool. So now Lumberyard is a bit more incentivized to hold directly. I'm going to put a single piece like here-ish as well. So you have a tiny bit of cover if you manage to get up to the door. I'll do like this. Cool. That's looking done. Yep. Wait, what? Why am I seeing? What are thingies? Is that just? Oh, that's just like. Yeah, this is looking done. So we're going to. One last thing, actually. I'm going to get rid of this. There we go. Now we're done. All right, on to C-Store. Yep, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. It's in the spawn list. I just don't know why it doesn't spawn. Like, I could sit there and generate storefronts all day. It's not gonna. I've never seen it spawn, and it would spawn literally first thing because it's a wall pass. So, I mean, I've seen one in 30,000 spawn. I've literally never seen one in 200. I don't know why. Like, I think the ratio on it is just super screwed, or there's like a node missing or something. But like, it's in the spawn order. It's there. We're gonna do this guy. Yeah. The generator do go beep boop. Ugh. I miss so many little things from pre-refactor, dude. Pre-refactor was so much fun when you weren't disconnecting constantly.
I'm a cart and my shield.
Not even that, just in general. Like it's a lot of little things. Like when you had a round, like a what's the word? A stage, a phase swap. That's what. So when you go from like setup to execution, there was like a guitar riff that would play, things like that. Nice. Congrats.
What was his what's his follower alert or
Oh, the last time we
notification?
streamed, I was like, generator go beep boop. And he clipped it and apparently made it his sub sound or his follow sound. I don't remember what that dude's name is, but wherever he is, rest in peace, dude. Oh, here we go. Paladin Supremacy. Sounds like every D&D game I've ever played. All right, room pass time. Room pass, room pass, room pass. And now we.
I have never played D&D.
Paladins are fun. I agree. Have you played like any tabletop RPG?
No. The Shoots
No.
and Ladders count?
No.
Oh, okay. Then no.
That's just like a general board game. But I haven't been able to play D&D in forever too. Yeah, same.
See, like,
Rogues are only fun if you have a good DM that allows for actual sneak.
I've never even played like WoW or anything like that. I played like 5 games of League one time.
I mean, those are two very different genres.
Same tomato tomato. They both have characters that look like little warlocks and stuff like that.
I mean, like one is a MMORPG and the other one's a MOBA. Like they're very different games. But I mean, you're not missing anything by not playing WoW either. At least right now. Like I think Classic's kind of fun if you're like into grindy games, but
I've watched who's that big WoW streamer, Asmongold or whatever. I've watched
yeah,
him play
dude.
every time just because he's comedy. I have no idea what's going on ever on stream,
Dude.
but he's just the way he
Oh my
talks is
god.
it's the best thing in the world.
My favorite thing that I've ever seen from Asmongold was he had a clip of someone donating to him and uh, in the donation they sent him a picture uh of him from like 3 years ago, and then in the like donation message they just said same shirt by the way, and he looks down and it's the same shirt that he was wearing from 3 years ago, and you just kind of see him die inside. Or like the other one that I saw that actually made me like kind of cringe was he did like he took his like webcam and he like showed what his desk looked like, dude. Like I thought my desk is messy because it's got like random stuff that I occasionally use all over it. Like I've got some minifigures. I've got like a pencil box with my D&D notes. I've got like a salt lamp and like some plants. I've got like a little speaker, some craft stuff. But like his was like just covered in what was it, Coke cans? Like literally like covered in
Yeah, his
Coke cans and
desk.
like dirty clothes and oh my god, dude. Oh no. Like I'm not a neat person, but that made me like recoil in my chair. Yeah. Just like old plates of food and whatnot. Like, oh my god, dude. Ugh. Heebie-dibba-jeebie. Melee weapons in due process Argus get nightsticks. Defenders have a lump of wood. Yep. Your drawers are filled with cans. They better be like non-open cans, because otherwise you just go and put them in the recycle,
Yeah,
dude.
watch him be like, yeah, it's just cans of soup. I just keep cans of soup in my
Yeah.
drawer. He's like, I got your vegetable beef. I got your tomato. I got your chicken noodles.
It's like you're hanging out in Rezzy's room, and you're just like, "Yo, Rezzy, I'm kind of hungry. Like, you got any like snacks or anything? Like,
Pulls out a
I'm
can
kind of
of
getting hungry."
tomato.
And he opens his drawer and he just cracks a can of soup and he hands it to you, just
Yeah.
cold soup.
He
The
just
beans.
he just pops the top off. Here you go.
Dude, don't start with the beans again, man. Dude, the bean pictures always get me. The just cursed bean pictures. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, cracking the cold one with the boys. Little metal garbage can and made this specifically for kids. Same actually. My mom got me one for recycles because I've been drinking a lot of like Gatorade and like sparkling ice and whatnot. Uh, so I just have like a trash and recycle. 1010 would recommend. If you don't have a recycle can, get one. All right, chat. What do we do? What do we do? We got the infamous T storefront. Don't worry, being fixed soon. TM.
Soon TM.
Soon TM. Should we do it? Should we do it? Yay, nay? Yay, nay? Imagine a refrigerated desk drawer. I've seen those. Make every door red. Literally storefront dough. There's even a marker for it. Do bomb and truck. Easiest round ever. Attackers OP. 100% win rate.
100% win rate.
And off topic. Oh, did you ping me? What is this? Oh man, you posting bean pictures and off topic? Oh god. Oh, that's just why? These are so cursed. Like, I'd rather have beans than what was in Meme City, honestly, but like, ugh. Like, I don't even mind beans. Beans are pretty dang good. It's just I can't imagine the mess that gets caused when you try to cram beans in a Mosin Nagant. Like, that seems so cursed. And it's always the same type of beans. Like, why is it always like the brown beans? Why not black beans? Like, these are refried beans, right? Like, why always those? They're not even refried beans. It's a different type. I'm so
Bush's
just
baked beans.
confused.
Oh, plague is
Yeah,
speaking my language, man. I like Bush's baked beans. You get the little chunks of like bacon in it.
honestly,
Ooh.
yeah. Bush's baked beans are pretty goated. They're pretty good.
Oh, plague speaking my language. White baked beans? What in the
It's not like chocolate. You can't have like a white baked beans. What bean face mask? Let's be random. Kidney beans. Dude, anyone that comes in here is gonna be so confused that we're making maps and talking about beans. Like, yeah.
yogurt? Okay, now it's just getting ridiculous.
Yeah, so you started
Yogurt
the bean
beans?
posting. This is your fault.
This is the bean post. Man,
Uh,
I like beans, dude. Like I think of beans and I think of like a summer cookout, right? Like with hot dogs and brats and like burgers and like or I think of them with like a sloppy Joe, that type of deal, you know? But now they're talking
kidney
about
bean.
like white beans and yogurt beans and
Yeah, this
nah.
happened. This happens. I feel like every like 4 or 5 months. It's just like people get like really into beans for some reason. Just start shit posting beans everywhere, and it's like why? And I try to figure it out every time, and it always just comes back to don't try to figure it out. Just let it happen. It'll pass. I don't know why it happens, but don't don't bother
Just
trying.
just don't even try.
Yeah, just just let the beans happen, man. Like it's not worth your time. You know what? I'm gonna put door over here this time. I'm gonna put the door way over here. We're doing it different. I put door up here before.
Just
Give me the
embrace the
door.
beans. That's what I see on Twitter all the time. Is there certain people where like that's their Twitter content is just posting memes of like different bean things. It's like, man, it really be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
C store filled with beans. And to have a bean poster. Because maybe in Alpha City, that's like what the general diet is just beans.
I mean, beans and rice is like I could survive off of that pretty easily.
It's just the general diet.
Yeah, like honestly, it's got almost everything you need, short of like veggies. Like people survive off of beans and rice already, you know.
Government issued beans. That's what Argus brings around. Just beans.
Taste my flesh, it's my favorite part. Yeah, dude, beans and rice is pretty good, and it's really cheap. Like whenever I feel like really down, honestly, or like really, really lazy, and I know I just need to eat something, or I haven't in a few days, like I'll make some beans and rice because it's like you can just kind of have it, and it's like you can just have it. Like it's not hard on you. It's not like horribly filling, but it is filling, you know. Uh it's just a general good meal, and like you can have as much or as little as you want, and it's still good for you. No, I'm gonna keep singing Oliver Tree because he's what's on my Spotify right now. Carbolo, dude, carbs are good for you. I don't care what people say; they're good for you. I would rather have carbs than nothing. Oh my goodness! But you poop more? Yes, pooping is good for you. Pooping is really good. It means your body's functioning properly. The only bad part about beans is how much they make you smell, dude. It's the only bad part about beans. Only bad part.
You just have a
Beans Oakley.
you just have a bean gun that shoots
Yeah.
beans at the attackers.
We're just becoming Rust, where they have the bean can grenade.
Uh, in Rust, they put for like the holiday stuff as an admin, you can spawn in a snowball gun and it shoots snowballs out. It's so funny.
Just reskin the nail gun. I don't know what you're talking about. What if I don't want my body to function? I mean, it's pretty easy. Just don't drink water. Don't drink water and do nothing for days at a time, and your body will shut down. Easy. Speed run.
Speed run? What?
Like, I've done that before. It feels horrible, though, because it's like, I would rather do hard workouts and not have anything to eat, because at least then you're, like, being awake and doing something, but, like, when you're sitting there not doing anything, and I've fallen into this trap before, but, like, you feel horrible, you lose all motivation to do literally anything, you just become depressed, and yeah, it's just miserable, like, you just don't want to do anything. Do, 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 do.
Reskin the cart as a bean gun, so it just shoots beans at you the entire. It's an LM bean gun. Is an OG bean good?
Yeah, the P90 doesn't exist. Feels bad, man. Neither does the STL. Shield has a can of beans. Yeah, it's just the like if you have like
It's gonna be a skin on the shield, just a bunch of beans.
yeah, like if you have like a can of beans, right, and it's like this, you just cut off at the half. So it's like you have like one half of the bean can, and then you fold over the other side, so it's like a double sided, and it can have like advertisements and whatnot, like on the inside. So it's like this, right? And then the middle section has the bulletproof window cut out in the form of the can opener, so it's like this.
Man, we're really turning into Rust now.
Yeah, so
It's gonna
it's like the
be.
tab is like that, and that's like what you look through. And they can like they can shoot you in the head through it. Care 82 over Care 82U. Well, I mean, yeah, obviously. Like, dude, that thing was amazingly overpowered. It was so overpowered it got nuked. And then it got nuked again because it was still too good. Back in my day, the KR82U had a stock, and
All
it
I
was overpowered as heck, and we
all I can-
liked it like that. First weapon.
all
Yeah,
I
wasn't Vince talking about that? I thought he
all I
said something about that.
all I can think of is when we're talking about beans is this old camo from Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Where'd you put it?
I have it on stream right now. Where it was bacon. Everything was wrapped in bacon.
Oh
And
yeah.
I could just see a shield with beans just everywhere. Just beans everywhere on it. That's all I
the
can think of.
bacon skin. The Care 82 looked ugly with the green grip. I mean, I guess. Care 82 with drum mag. Yep. Back in my day, that was a thing. There was a 50 rounder drum mag. It's actually in one of the old videos. I think it's in the Do Be Continued video where when someone goes around a corner and there's just a defender sitting there with a drum mag Care 82. You know, I guess you can guess how that one ended up. Eating beans gives you 20 plus 25 HP. Honestly, if that became the healing item, if we ever do that, that would be so funny. Could you imagine you're just like sitting there and you hear some like in Tarkov where they like open like a can of peas and they're like eating it, but it's beans. Tactical Spork is the economy upgrade, so you can eat your beans 25% faster. Look at us. We're is this is this game design?
It's literally like this is what every Tuesday stream is like, man.
Instead of beer and pretzels, it should be beans and pretzels.
Just beans and pretzels, man. Welcome to
or
the
beer and beans.
welcome to the beer and beans stream.
Do be continued. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
We're gonna have to upgrade and get like webcams in the top right of us just like with eating beans the entire time.
Dude, honestly, I'd get so sick of beans. Like, you know how like oh, this is an arcade machine. This is not what I wanted. You know how when you like say something into a microphone a lot, the voice recognition from like Google and Facebook and whatever, they'll like lock onto it and they'll like target ads at you even if you have all of your like stuff turned off. I want to do that with beans now. I just want to talk about beans for hours on end until I only get ads for beans, like Bush's baked beans and whatnot.
Just bean ads everywhere.
Yep. Because like I get like weird ads right now. Like when I got my standing desk and I was talking about it to some of my friends, they started getting like ads for the standing desk company, like a lot of ads for the desk. So just do that, but with beans, dude. Like, I'd rather look at I'd rather look at pictures of beans. Bean cam, yeah, just it's a constant like it's like a cooking stream where you have it like on a hot plate, and it's just constantly cooking. That's like your snacks. There you go. Stream idea right there, boys.
Get sponsored. Yeah, we'll be sponsored by
Get
Bush's.
sponsored by Bush's, dude. Oh
Welcome
my
back.
god, can you
Welcome back to
imagine?
Matt Making Tuesday, presented by Bush's Baked Beans.
Dude, what if Bush's Baked Beans sponsored a DPL like rivals game and like with a prize pool where it's like beans for life?
Beans for life. Welcome back to Beer and Beans on Tuesdays.
Dude, could you imagine? Oh my god, it's like sponsorship opportunities sponsored by Bush's Baked Beans.
This whole stream is going to be used by the DPL now to coordinate a sponsorship with Bush's. Because they're like,
Dude.
look at this. This game companies can't stop talking about you.
You can have the 4 cylinders on the bomb's can of beans. Yeah, it's like
Did you see beans
just-
floating?
Instead of Supreme, it's Supreme or Sabine.
Yeah, Sabine.
Kind of this token died. Gonna kill boots. So. That's a green door that I need. Green. Okay, so we got freezer, office. I think I need to make freezer a little bit more defensible. Freezer. Is this the one I'm looking at? This one's gonna be too wide. Kind of what I want though. Custom wrap on my gun just so it's just beans. I mean, that would be good. Like, you imagine it's like, hey, alpha testers, we really appreciate all the hard work you've done over the years, and we wanted to give you guys a custom, like one of a kind cosmetic, and you guys are just like, hey, can we have just like a bean wrap for our gun?
Yeah.
Just unanimous decision for a bean wrap. Nice. Yo, anyone play that new Resident Evil game yet? With the 9-foot tall lady?
Dude, hold on.
I'm bringing this up. I'm doing it.
Hold on, guys. 1 second. I gotta get this image quick plague sent to me. Hold on.
Yeah, dude, 9'6".
All right, hold on. Let me pull this up.
Beans.
This is what plague sent. Just a gun with beans in the chamber. It's the leg rose.
Oh yeah, the Mosin with the beans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh my god.
Dude, tactical eating potential.
Tactical eating.
1 horse-sized bean or 20 duck-sized beans. Neither of those seem optimal for beans, you know?
Oh, murder,
Like, could you imagine like a duck-sized bean? Oh my god, that thing would be massive. Let alone a horse-sized bean. That's like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs-sized bean. Like, they like fall from the sky. It's like landing on the ceiling and like breaking it. Big bean burrito. Yeah, dude. Yes, sir. Like, dude, I'll be right back. Need Bevo and Clutch. Blend off and up, stinking little corner, but maybe that was funny. Found 2 beans and freaking in the doggy. And shout, please not funny, man. Please don't laugh. That's when Blitzo goes on the door. Now get your ass off my bathroom floor. I don't know what I'm doing with this.
It's a rotating arcade machine. Just make it on a rotation.
I'm trying to figure out what's the gimmick on this map. The gimmick is the bomb isn't in storefront.
Boom.
Got him.
Gimmick.
And there's only one red door. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Great gimmick. Teller bomb. I've done that before. Give us more. The problem is when I do it, when it's like you have a bomb that's not in storefront, you have to put the green door in storefront, and it's so weird looking. Like, it's not hard for me to do, but now it's so here's the whack-a-mole problem that we're gonna be dealing with if we do this is like we're not fixing the problem of storefront if we just put bomb all the way up here because storefront's supposed to be empty. It's supposed to not have a lot of cover. And like I can't tune flashbangs. So saying that flashbangs are OP for storefront because one wall charge into bomb room is bad is like, well, I mean, that's literally we talked about this yesterday, but it's a path of least resistance of like I think that's how Axum put it. If you guys can wall charge into bomb room, you're going to like the thing that I like to use as an example is like literally no one ever complains about wall charging into bomb room from like checkpoint to hallway into bomb room. Literally no one's ever complained about it. But it's almost the exact same thing. Like you take the checkpoint and all of a sudden you have bomb room because you wall charged in. But no one has a problem with it. So, I just
Sounds like storefront's just the issue. I don't know.
It's like if I put a bomb in storefront and you can look directly at the bomb from 4 different rooms, people will still complain about the bomb being too easy to access from storefront. It's like maybe we don't want you to sit in storefront, and that's intentional.
Yeah. Donut, no sitting in storefront.
Like it's fine if you do want to sit in storefront, and yes, we do need to give you cover to be able to do that, but like storefront shouldn't be, fridges every single time with Omega cover because then you're just defending bomb room. You're not defending other rooms. So it's like it's a balance of you're trying to get people to be able to play in storefront without having it be able to be turtled in the storefront, and that's a very, very hard balance to hit.
Call that donut. Why is
It's
everybody
it's it's like it's a tough thing to solve though. That's the thing. Is like, yeah, we know that it's like, yeah, storefront sucks. And they're fridges are kind of fixing that, but like it's very, very, very hard to find a good balance between like a storefront that is fun to play in as a defender and is still good to be able to like wall charge because yeah, sure, I could just stick like a bajillion pieces of cover in storefront and like it'd be really defendable. But it's not going to be fun to attack, and you have to attack the map. Like
Yeah.
it's not just about defenders or attackers; it's both teams. So,
Yeah.
like on this map, I would rather have a ton of cover in storefront because otherwise, you're just never going to be able to hold this. Like realistically, you cannot hold this storefront. You're not going to hold storefront. You're going to sit in the back of arcade, like here, looking at this store. You're going to sit in freezer, and you're going to sit in teller. You're not going to sit in storefront. And there's no way to go around that, but that's just this map.
That's what you think. I'm sitting with a tub of shotgun hiding in the corner in storefront.
Yeah, so here, what we'll do is I'm gonna make it so you can actually hide a little bit. I just need this window to be able to cover most of storefront because people need to be able to get into bomb, and these 2 windows or these 2 doors that are right next to green are like if you sit right here, you're completely covered, and it's like you can just ping people as they come in. So it's kind of hard, but we'll do it on this one, I think. Pillar rat store. Rats, we are the rats. Oh shit, a rat. Yeah, so we'll do this. So if you do get in, it's not like you can just get like nuked instantly if you make it back here. And then we'll do
Perfect.
There we go. Don't worry, guys, we fixed it. There we go. That's a little bit better. Change it up a little bit. Um. It's kind of a toughie. I'm looking at arcade right now.
Did someone call me? Arcade looks good.
Yeah, it's this corner. I'm
Oh
gonna just do
no.
this. Is that even gonna fit, or do I have to move it down? I'm gonna have to move it down like one. It's fine though.
Perfect
There we go.
spot. Oh, six-sided. Whoa, buddy.
I'm gonna move up this thing in bathroom as well. I'm gonna move this one down. It's looking a little tight, like right here. Did my pivot die? I think my pivot died. Yeah, my pivot died. Oh no, it didn't. The pivot's just off on this guy. Go.
Sweet.
And then we can do a truck in the back. No run out potential. Very cool. Nice. Nice.
It's that meme. Nice.
Here we go. Missed a texture. Boop. Let's check this guy. This guy's fine. Any floaters? Oh yeah, we gotta do the all important. There's one. Here we go. Boom. Boom. We got things. Things and stuff. Gotta remove this. Just delete these ones. Cool. Floaters back here, maybe? Nope. No. 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 Nope. I'm gonna go into office. No floaters. For visual noise, I'm gonna get rid of that. Floaters in bathroom? Nope. All right, we're good.
Sweet.
This is Paladin Supremacy. I think we did end up getting 5 maps done. Let me double check. Yep, we got 5 maps or 4 maps done, which was our goal. 1 UAV Pog. Yeah, you wish.
Sweet, sweet. Well, that is the we actually hit the 2-hour mark right on the nards. 4 UAV win soon. LOL, JK.
Unless.
Unless. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for this Tuesday's map making episode. It was Beans and Pretzels episode. The studio will be live later on tonight for dev team practice. Tripnell, I believe, is heading that one. So they'll be live in about an hour and a half for some dev team practice. But otherwise, Sandwich, do you have anything you want to say before we head out?
Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. So beans for every meal. Thanks for hanging out, guys.